Hey, this is Tanisha. So I've been a little upset lately because I'm moving, finding out that things cost way more than what I thought they were. Did you know that beds cost like $1,000? Whatever. So I decided that I was gonna cook something and make myself feel better. So I looked in the refrigerator and we had some peaches and some cherries. So I'm like, I was feeling a little chopped from Food Network. And I'm like, what if I make a peach apple crisp? And I've made crisp before, like apple crisp, and I've also made peach cobbler before. So I'm like, what if I combine those? I'm sorry, that's my alarm in the back. I don't know, Brinks didn't come and do something, so the alarm is acting crazy. So, but ignore that. And I didn't do my hair today either. I just was like, let me just do this, record this, have a little fun. So, a crisp normally includes like fruit and then some kind of oat topping, oat kind of nut topping or whatever that goes on top, and then you bake it. It's really delicious. So, the thing about what I'm trying to do is I don't have all the ingredients to make this crisp. I have ingredients that are sort of like what you need, but not like you need. So, I'm really on some chop type stuff because I'm just mixing, I'm just giving all of these ingredients and I'm going to make something good. All right. So, let me tell you what I don't have. For the oat topping, I don't have any oats. And I looked for some oatmeal and we don't have any oatmeal. I swear we had some oatmeal because you always have those brown sugar maple syrup ones that nobody wants to eat after all the fruit ones are gone. I thought we had some. I guess my mama ate them. So, what we do have is some granola cereal. Check that out. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this granola cereal and reconstitute it with some almond milk. So basically what that means is I'm going to take that granola cereal, pour almond milk on them until the granolas get back wet, like so that until it makes like a wet mixture. And then I'm going to use that as my crisp topping. And I've already mixed that in a bowl. So here are my granolas mixed with my almond milk. And basically all I'm waiting for them to do is to get soft so they're not all crunchy. So then when I put this in the oven on top of my fruit, then it'll like, be like what it's supposed to be. And then here's the fruit that I chopped up. I chopped up some cherries and some peaches, and I've never used real cherries in a dessert, and I've never made this at all. So hopefully it tastes good, and I promise I will tell you if it doesn't. All right, so that's part of the topping for the crisp. Also, what you need is like a nut, like some kind of nut, and I don't have any, just single nuts. No pun intended. So, what I do have is this almond pecan cashew cluster mix, which is like really good. These things are so good. So, it's 3 kinds of nuts. So, I'm winning right there. But they already have a glaze and they're mixed up. So, I'm going to chop those up and throw those on top of the granola for when I put them in the oven. And then I already have my oven on 430 degrees. And I don't know why I put it on 430 degrees. I just thought that was hot enough. So let's go back to the food. And then in the fruit, the last thing that you have to do is mix in some brown sugar and some butter on the fruit so that it's like, really good. And then some regular sugar too, because brown sugar isn't always real sweet. And again, I do apologize about that alarm. So basically what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm using one hand to hold the phone and one hand to do what I need to do for the ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and pour 1 spoonful. This is not an exact measurement, so if you try this, just put how much you think you would want of brown sugar over my fruit. And I like brown sugar. I'm wasting stuff on the table, but that's only because I'm using one hand, so I do apologize. I like brown sugar, but I always need to mix a little bit of regular sugar with my brown sugar. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there. And then we're also going to go ahead and put a little bit of regular sugar. But I've been like working out and stuff. So I don't want to put too much sugar on there. Just a little. You want the fruit to kind of get, I don't know the technical term, but you want it to like glaze over the fruit. So, you need to put enough sugar on there so that it has a chance to do that. And then you want to mix the fruit and the sugar mixture together. It ain't no mixture, it's just mix the fruit and the sugar, but it has to be sweet enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's enough, because we'll put a little bit of brown sugar on top when we mix in the crust. And then you also want to go ahead and put some butter in there. And this is dangerous, me trying to cut butter with one hand and hold my phone. My camera is acting crazy, so I do apologize about the, ghetto-ness that I have going on. But maybe next time I'll have an assistant, Somebody could send this to the Food Network, put me on, quit playing. I washed this table off as well. I know I ain't using the cutting board, but I washed the table off before I started, so it's fine. So we're going to take maybe like 2 tablespoons of butter, chop it up, and then we're going to mix it into the fruit. I'm on some real fast stuff right now. I'm hungry. I just got in. So I'm also cooking some sweet potato fries as we speak. So sorry about that interruption. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So then I went ahead and put the butter and the sugar in the fruit. And then this is a baking dish, so I can actually bake the crisp in this dish. All right? And then now what the tough part is going to be is chopping up these nuts with one hand, because they're hard. So basically, let me go ahead and see if I can prop my phone anywhere. There we go. Look at that. So, oops, I wasted the oats. Excuse me. Let me clean that up. You can't even see it on camera, so that's good. But Rachel Ray be messing up sometimes. So do Paula Dean, and it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that up. But this is clean before this. Alright, so look at those oats. They are getting reconstituted. They're going to be soft and nice, so then we're going to rebake them. So it's like we basically took them back to regular oat state, to their natural oat state. So this is what the nut clusters look like when they come out the bag. They're like these nice little clusters of nuts that are like freaking delicious. So you only need about 5 or 6 of those, because you don't want too much. I don't want a lot of nuts on my stuff or whatever. And I don't know what I'm going to use to chop the nuts up with. I'm going to, I'm improvising here. You got to work with me. So I'm going to use this ceramic mug kind of to crush my nuts up. Crushing my nuts. That's a damn iPhone. Shit. My bad. This thing is made of glass. It is definitely can break. So here's my nuts crushed up. The reason why I'm not stopping to do stuff is because I kind of want this to be in one clip. And when you stop and do stuff, people stop watching. Okay. So now I have my crushed up nuts. This table is clean, so don't worry about that. And it's wood, so it's like a cutting board table. Alright, I have my crushed up nuts. I have my oat topping. And then I have my crisp. My fruit for my crisp mixed with butter, brown sugar, and regular sugar. So now, first what I'm going to do is scoop the oats back on there. And then I've never had almond milk a day in my life. So I really hope that I like this. Okay, and actually it's going to look like we're going to need some more oats. Because look, that's not going to cover even half. Alright, so, and you want it to have like a nice crisp. Oh, you were supposed to, see? This is where I'm messing up. You're supposed to mix a little flour in there. I saw that on the first time I did it. So let's see. Do we have any flour on the lazy Susan? No, we do not. So it has to be some flour in this house somewhere. No flour in there. No flour in there. I wonder if I mix muffin topping with it. Now it just sounds like I'm just doing. Oh my gosh, that's oats. No, that's cornmeal and grits. Nope. So, the dilemma arises. What are we going to do? I believe it's supposed to be flour in there. I forgot about that. And it's okay that I forgot. My stepdad he does a lot of the cooking, and he doesn't really use flour for dredging anything because he grills all of our chicken. So, I don't think that we even own any flour. What to do? Okay, he normally cooks in the garage, so we're going to go into the garage. I don't even know if I'm going to post this because I'm on some real ghetto stuff right now. Let's see. I don't even know where the light is. Excuse me. There's no flour in here. Okay. So there's no flour. So, we're just going to keep putting the oats on top of there. So I'm just going to scoop the rest of these oats. Let me go ahead and get a good angle again. There we are. Hopefully that doesn't fall. I'm going to go ahead and scoop the rest of these oats on top of my crisp. And they did a good job. I feel like when I bake this, it's going to come out like really nice. I wish I had some flour though. Okay. I need the rest of the oats because I didn't anticipate needing all of those oats. My mama's probably going to be mad because she uses this granola for her yogurt for work. But it's okay. And we're just going to pour a little more almond milk on that to get those oats wet again. And while that's getting wet, I'm going to go ahead and start sprinkling some of the nuts on there.